store. I just came out of Dollar Tree. Had to grab Father's Day card, a couple of birthday cards, which I did. The Father's Day card is hilarious. It was the last one. Want to have a perfect Father's Day? Just do what I do. Lie around a lot, take naps, and ignore people when they call your name. Enjoy your day. I thought that was pretty perfect. Yeah. Oh, Dollar Tree has good cards. They're $1.50 though. They were $1.25. And then I had to grab gift bags, so got 2. I'll put the other one aside for another time. And then I just got my dad's Three Musketeer chocolate bars and a dad's root beer, of course, because it's Father's Day. So yeah, gotta have something to wash it down, right? The chocolate. So yeah, that's his gift. Just something little, because the banking situation is still going on. Yeah. I should wrap up hopefully by next week. I think next week is the 15th day. So it sucks not having any control, and we're locked out too of our account, so we can't see what's going on, and that sucks big time. It does. Yeah, it does. I just can't wait till it's all over and we can carry on, move forward, and just forget about it. Yeah, and it's been quite a week because like last weekend I had a toothache. Yes, a toothache. That's why I didn't sleep good. I mentioned when I went yard sign that sleep good. That was why I woke up with a toothache, but I didn't want to talk about it because it's like, nope, not dealing with this right now. You know, it's like I have enough on my plate. My plate is overflowing. Okay, enough. If you're gonna put anything on my plate, make it cheesecake. Okay. Like, that's all I'm asking. And yeah, so it started to hurt. So I take Advil. Okay, it goes away. But I knew I had to call the dentist. So I called Monday. I got an appointment that day. I'm like, great. Wasn't expecting it to be that day, but great. And got in. Didn't have to wait too long. And he took a look at it. It was a cavity. And of course, you know, it can't be like an ordinary easy fix cavity. It has to be like close to the nerves. So like, oh, this is great. Because if you were with me last year, almost a year ago at the end of August of last year, 2024, I had to get a tooth taken out, you know, because I was supposed to get a root canal, but the medication was not, for some reason not lasting, and I felt the pain, and that's one pain you do not want to feel. Okay, it's like, yeah, it hurt like a mother trucker. And I just like, and they gave me as much drugs as I could. You know, you can only have so much. So then it's like, we did everything we could to save the tooth, but in the end it had to get pulled. And I was ready to say goodbye to it, because I was like, yeah, this is nuts. And I was fine, no problems. I'm brushing and flossing my teeth like I should. And I think Saturday night when I was flossing, doing what I'm supposed to do, but a piece of my tooth came out. I was like, what food is that? I didn't think I got anything stuck in my tooth that's like, would be that big piece of food. And I take it off, right? I'm like, I pick it up because it was on my lip, and I'm like, oh, it's hard. Oh, that's my tooth. Okay. So I guess when you get a cavity, that can happen. It's your tooth, you know, a bit of a tooth will come off. So I'm like, okay, that's just great. So yeah, so he said he wasn't sure if I would need a root canal, but he did like the filling and numbed me up pretty quick, and this was all Monday. This was Monday. What a great start to the week, right? Monday. And it's like, here I am, like, cause from last year, kind of paranoid, you know, because of the drilling, so much drilling. I hate that tool, the drill. And like that that sound of the drill is forever in your brain, okay? Like, you can hear it in your thoughts. And it's the most awful, awful, awful sound. And the drilling was like non-stop. And at first it was going good, but you know, you're trying not to panic, you know, I'm just praying and, you know, talking to Jesus, you know, like, you know, I was like, oh, hey, do you want to switch places with me, you know, I wish, because it's nerve-wracking, and right towards the end, I felt a little bit of pain. At first, it wasn't too bad, but then it was like, oh, okay, nope, tap out, you know, but then he finished, and I put the filling in, and then the drill came out again. It's like, okay, enough with the drill. I get it, it's your favorite tool, I get it, but, you know, but I know they have to smooth it out, I know, but it's just, but then it didn't hurt, so it's like, okay, and we've been good, because, like, feeling the pain during the cavity filling, and if I went for a root canal, I'm like, it's just going to happen again. I'm going to have to lose another tooth. I don't want to lose another tooth. I've been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. No thanks, you know. Oh, gosh, yeah. So, yeah, that was my Monday. I came home. I took a couple of Advil because it's aggravated, right, with all that drilling. But then it went away, and no problem since. So, I know. But I have to go back Monday. Yeah, I have to go back Monday. Because I have to go for my cleaning. Like, I knew I was overdue, so before I left, I made an appointment. She's like, oh, we may not be able to get you until July. I mean, thinking, oh, that's fine, you know? I'm in no hurry to come back. This was enough, right? And then she somehow found an opening for next Monday, so yay, for a cleaning, so. Which is always so boring. I mean, at least I have a TV. Because it just seems like, you know, for some reason, like, the cavity didn't take long. The cavity, I was in and out within 30 minutes. But the cleaning always takes forever, it feels like. I know, it just, like, drags on. And, like, they pick at your teeth. And then you think they're done in area. And then they go back, you know, and sometimes you get hygienists that are not really gentle, and it's like, oh, okay, hello. Yeah, and then they polish it, and ugh, I know. So, but yeah, but that's not till Monday. But yeah, that was like the start to my week, and it's like, oh my gosh, just shoot me, yeah. Just shoot me with a tranquilizer, put me out, you know, like, that's all. I'm done, you know, I'm gonna get a white flag and wave it. I'm done. Okay, life, I'm done. Oh, so, yeah. Anyway, so I just need to go to No Frills. I have my list, and yeah, we'll get that over with. So that is next. There's been a lot going on in the world. I know it's been crazy with what's going on in LA, and the helicopter that has just crashed in India, that's like devastating. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And there was one survivor out of, I think, 244. I think one survivor, a British man. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just, and then you see, there was this morning, there was a picture of this family, and they took a selfie on the plane. It was mom, dad, 3 kids, 3 young kids. And they were going to England because he was working over there and trying to get them to come over, you know, and that takes a long progress. And it's like, oh my gosh, and like, you're supposed to start a new life, and this happens. It's just, it breaks your heart, and it's devastating, and yeah, heartbreaking. It's awful, yeah. But yeah. There's been a lot going on, you know. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's get those groceries, and we'll get that over with. And yeah, hug everyone we love that's close to us. Yeah, because you never know, do you? No. $10 for 4. Still not worth it. Home sweet home, so let's get everything inside and do a quick haul. But real quick, those Shack burgers, like last week, I think it was last week, yeah, they were like $19. And it's like, who in their right mind is going to pay $19 for 4 flipping burgers? And then this week, they are like $10. And it's like, no. Like, not even if it was $5. Like, no, it's not worth it. It's like, Shack, do better. Maybe stick to your gummies, but then maybe not stick to your gummies candy, because they weren't the best. They were okay, but they weren't the best. So maybe go back to the drawing board, Shack, because 4 burgers for that much money is just a ripoff, especially when the majority of people have more than 1 burger. Yeah, it's like yeah. I thought it was funny, and then it's still full, so people are not buying it. Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know what made them think that was a great idea, but it's not. Just go back to the drawing board, Shack, or you know what, go back to playing basketball. Alright, haul time. You saw me pick up pierogies. Those were on sale. It'll be easy peasy dinner one night this week. It's crazy how much frozen pizza is now. It's like $7. So, but these were $4.74, I think. Garlic breads. The boys like these, so got 2 of those. $5.50 for cheese. $10 for sausages. Haven't had those in a while. And of course, ground beef, which was $14.31. Because we are back to having tacos, folks. No more sloppy joes, it is tacos. Tacos. Because I did the taco rice bowls last weekend. I really liked that. And I realized I forgot to get the rice, the dainty rice at Dollar Tree. And I didn't get it because I didn't go down that aisle. If I went down the aisle, I would have saw the dainty rice and I would have been like, ding, 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 yes, I need that. But I didn't go down the aisle because they had their stuff down there. It's so annoying. Like, how do you expect your customers to shop when the aisles are full of like stock? Like, get rid of it. If you're not there to put it out, it shouldn't be there. So yeah, frustrating. Very. Dollar Tree. But anyways, they're really, really good, and it's just different to switch up tacos. So we'll do it without the Mexican rice. But I did grab 1 bag of Doritos. They're $4, a little bit cheaper this week. Now, if you remember last week, I had to grab another bag because that's just a snack size bag, you know, and we'll be having the tacos, you know, tonight. So if we weren't having it tonight, I would have to grab 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 bags of Doritos, and you just like put it on top, crunch them on top. It's really, really, really good with any toppings that you like. But these were a little cheaper. But like last week, and the hubby went to Walmart. They are on rollback at Walmart for $2.99. But it wasn't at Walmart because it's only $1 difference. So, but yeah, pretzel sticks, $1.50. And we are going to do pita pizzas. Haven't had that for a while. One was 50% off, just one, so 84 cents with the pretty pink sticker. And this was like $1.60 something, I think. And then taco packs and cat food for Lois. Alright, what's next? Alright, ketchup, $4.49. $3 for Gushers. And guess what No Frills had on the shelves? And this has not been on the shelf all year, at least a year. The No Name crushed pineapple, $2. I was surprised. Yeah, $2.25 for Diane sauce, barbecue sauce, chicken and rib. I love the honey garlic one, but Casey doesn't like that one. It's like, oh, come on, it's so good. So this one or the regular barbecue sauce. Yeah. And syrup, $3. $2.50 for lemonade and $2.25. I just grabbed that for this week's drinks. Alright, since we're doing pierogies and tacos, I grabbed 2 sour creams because one isn't enough. Alright, $3 for cream cheese, and I need unsalted butter, so $4.99 for the basil sticks. For a recipe, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this week. We'll see. I still have to make that treat with the mini M&Ms and the chocolate pudding. I was going to do that last weekend, but I had a toothache that kind of interrupted those plans. How rude, you know? So I'm hoping I can do that, yeah, this week. If not the weekend, hopefully, you know, sometime next week. Yeah. You know, you plan to make things and then a toothache butts in. All right. No, it leaked. Oh. Alright, so not too much leaked out. That's the first time it's happened with this one. And I always buy that one except if another one is on sale. And that happened a few weeks ago. So I was not expecting that to happen with this. So from now on, when I buy this, I get its own separate bag. That bag is going to go through the wash. The mayo got most of it. So, oh, there's no label because it came off. All the mayos were like this. I picked a mayo and the label was coming off. So I picked this one, the label was on. It's gonna go in the garbage now. And it was on until I went to put it on the conveyor belt and it was off. So, El Naco mayo, yeah. And the salad dressing ranch just got a little bit of it. But the peanut butter did not get any of it. No. Yeah, so there we go. So never a dull moment. I should expect something to happen. That's the way life's been going lately. But yeah. I think the peanut butter was like, what, $6.50, I think. Best peanut butter. Love Kraft. And corn, $1.28, $9, something like that. Eggs, and for Lois, upstairs and downstairs treats. She was out of upstairs treat, so had to replenish. Alright, almost done. 2 loaves of white bread, $1.89, and then $3 for this bread, Italiano bread, French toast, I'm thinking, and 4 tacos. Alright, one more bag left. Alright, blueberries were $1 something, really good price. French toast. So we grabbed lettuce and nanners and peppers. So I was going to say cucumbers, but no, peppers. I didn't buy cucumbers because I forgot I bought cucumbers last weekend, and last night I discovered that they were in the vegetable drawer, but like the other one that I really don't look because I don't have like a lot of vegetables, so like usually all the vegetables are in one vegetable drawer. So the cucumbers were hanging out with my mate card, a drink, and having a good time without me. How rude. But I totally forgot. And then like the cucumbers I bought the weekend before because they were like 68 cents, something like that, and I bought like 3. Well, they were there too. And it's like, yeah, you forget and you put it in the freezer or the fridge and you just forget about it. So the cucumbers that were from a couple weeks ago got taken care of. I might have 1 left, but I still have like the cucumbers on the bag. I think there's like 4 or 5 in that bag, and so yeah, that's why I didn't need any cucumbers. But yeah, peppers, because Casey likes to snack, you know, on peppers or cucumbers when it's bedtime for a smorgy board. So yeah, right now we're cooking up chicken. We got barbecue sauce just in time, and yeah, and potatoes. Alright, but that's it for this week. I'm done. I'll see you guys next fun video. Take care, be blessed, have a great weekend. Over and out. Ta-ta for now, bye.